Hi there, I'm Oz from Tyba. We're here at ISE showing a few new products. If we go over here, this is Turn 2. So Turn is a room control designed for really sitting between a keypad and a touchscreen, designed to bring useful controls to the door. So we have scene control and independent controls of lights. We're showing temperature control with some kind of more advanced climate functionality as well. We have shade scenes and independent positional control of these shades as well. And we have volume control. And then some of the new stuff we're showing at the show today is our new AV controller. So the AV controller is extending the functionality that's already available on the existing release, but now we have source selection, so you can press this little tile and here provides a list of all the sources you can listen to. We've added cover art in the background, and as you skip through you'll see that the track information now scrolls across the screen. So a nice addition to kind of reduce the requirement for a kind of general purpose touchscreen in the space. And then a few extra new bits is we have a new Ethernet PoE bus connector coming. So this is really nice because it will extend all of our existing IP integrations, which currently require Wi-Fi, but now extend that over a LAN connection with PoE support. So that's a good addition, and then we are showing RTI integration finally, and a direct works with Sonos integration. The difference with our Sonos integration, it doesn't require any of these specific control system backends, and it will pair up directly with the Sonos zone and control all kind of the volume and the metadata. The only other things we're showing are we've partnered with Meljack, Focus SB and Wandsworth to provide their whole range of finishes. So there's just a few examples here, but Turn, as well as our kind of 3 standard finishes, you can now order Turn in any of those finishes. And finally, Muse is here. Muse is a bit of a standard in audio streaming over Dante, so it distributes up to 64 zones over a Dante network. It brings together local content and streamed content from Deezer and Tidal. And what we're announcing here at the show is AirPlay 2 support, so up to 64 zones again of AirPlay 2 integration. That's it. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Tom from Pulse Cinemas, and we're on the Lutron stand at ISE 2023. I'm with Darren Sparrow, and he's here to talk about the new wire-free Palladium shades.
Thank you very much. Well, welcome everybody. Palladium wire-free shades is the latest addition to Lutron shading family. It's taken everything that we like about the Palladium wired shade, but made installation fantastically simpler. Being wire-free, these Palladium shades don't need any cables for either battery for power or cables coming in to get the control into it. It works seamlessly with our RAW2 Select systems, and it works with our homework systems as well using the hybrid repeater. When we talk about a battery-powered shade, the main concern someone's going to have is battery life. Do I have to change these on a weekly basis, monthly basis? How does it work? These shades are designed to last between 3 and 5 years on a single set of standard Duracell D-size batteries. When it comes time to change the batteries, we've made this a tool-free change. You don't need any tools to change the batteries. In fact, you don't need to demount the shade either. The bracketry of the Palladium shades are designed that when it's time to change the batteries, we can simply slide the shade out from the wall, which will give us access to the battery capsule that's inside. We change our batteries, no reprogramming required, new batteries go in, shade goes back on the wall, and you're good for another 3 to 5 years. Palladium wire-free shades are available in 7 Palladium-specific finishes with the full range of Lutron roller fabrics as well. Come have a look, have a quote, and work with Pulse Cinemas to get these quoted up for you guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you for your time. Thank you. I'm Tom from Pulse Cinemas, and I'm on the Kordz stands at ISE 2023, and I am with the legendary Cable Kev, and he's going to run through what's new from Kordz cables.
Thanks very much, Tom. Yeah, legendary orange everywhere as well. So the main thing that we have on the stand, which is for me revolutionary, is the 28 gauge Category 6 cable. The innovation, it's very rare of any innovation really in cable in recent years. And what this enables you to do is obviously it's space saving, but also in terms of air proliferation, in terms of inside racks, all that heat dissipation, many features that are, for me, going to change installation. If you just want to pan with me across here, I can demonstrate. The main thing is from here, you can see it's half the size. So this is conventional Category 6, and this is our new 28 gauge. In literal space, it takes up half the space. The big bonus here as well is that the power over Ethernet plus of 100 watts is still capable. Many installers don't believe that this is possible, but absolutely, it's still achievable, just like with the and that is a major engineering feat. There is, however, one negative, and I have to mention it, the 100 meters is reduced to 50. So that's the only downside, which I think in most residential situations will still be fine with 50 meters. So we'll go back to the table. So just looking specifically inside, thank you for your assistance. It's no longer a crimp like the Category 6. You have to undo the 28 gauge cores, put them through this little wire manager here, trim off the excess, and then you slide them into the connector, and then introduce this into the termination tool and crimp it shut. So in the conventional way, with the push throughs, you'd be cutting this excess off. You just have to do that first. It's a very, very quick termination as well. I had a worry in the beginning that maybe this would be the reason why people wouldn't move to the product, but this is now maybe 10 or even 20 seconds slower than doing it the old way. So for me, this is innovation on innovation. It's game changing. So the product's going to be available from April, will be in stock in the channel, and we're really hoping that we're going to see a movement to this really good product. About a month after April, we're going to see the Category 6A version of this as well, which at 10 gig, I really do think is going to make a significant difference to our market. Other than that, I'm going to say that's really the main thrust. But the other big thing that we have is the 20-year anniversary, which is all over the stand. We're inviting our key customers to the stand for celebratory drinks. As part of our push, we're going to keep working closer with our channels to make sure that we have another further 20 years of success. Thanks a lot.
Hello, I'm Felicity for Pulse Cinemas here at ISE 2023. I'm here with Conrad from D-Tools, and he's going to tell us what's new for this year.
Well, thanks Felicity for the intro. So my name is Conrad. I'm here with D-Tools. I'm the account executive for the region, for the EMEA region. So what's new? We've got our system integrator flagship product. We've got a new release coming up. We're telling our customers and new customers all about it. And especially for the UK customers, what's new is our D-Tools Cloud solution, which we've released, I would say maybe 8 months ago. It's really taking off, fantastic solution. So if you want to test it, come visit us at 2K500. That's at the ISE trade show. Or just go to, just type in d-tools.cloud. You can actually register. So we've got Pulse Cinemas as a supplier. We've got all their pricing and products. So come visit us. Thank you.
Hello, welcome. So welcome, RTI speaking. We are here to speak about fantastic devices that was brought to my attention with my great friend Robert Lutron. It's a VMS 741. It's a fantastic device. Of course, you can see it's not like a video wall devices. You can have any layout. So of course you can have a single screen. Let's press the button, but you can have other layout like this one that I particularly like. For example, if you press this one, you say, wow, I like this one, and you can have different view. So imagine you say, okay, on that screen number 3, I want to change and I want to have the racing like this, and then it change. You can have anything you want. Here, I want to on the screen 3, I want to have, wow, this one, and on this one, number 2, I want to have again golf. So whatever you have, you can have a mix of multiple images, and those are all different, okay? And any layout, anything you decide, you can watch at the same time 4 different content, okay? It's a specific, fantastic for the sports bar. You can watch one game here, one game here, one game here. Imagine if you want to focus to something different, like 2 games only, you go to this one, and it's perfect. It's a sports bar unit, it's the perfect RTI unit, VMS 741. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? Maximilian Ram from Screen Research. We are at ISE 2023, and well, I would like to show you a couple of things. So probably some of you are familiar with the FDM, so it's our fixed frame screen with decor mask. What that means you actually have a piece of art that you can print, or you can print any other image you would like. Is customer's taste, what he wants. And then the idea is to have a projection screen that you can put, for example, in a living room, but when you are not using it, well, then you cover it and look what you have. You have a paint, for example. And that is great because that allows you to decorate your space. And for those that have not the opportunity to have a dedicated home cinema room, that's a really nice solution. Another interesting feature that this screen has is if you are in a configuration where you want to have acoustic transparency because you have speakers behind the screen, well, you have to know that the material when we are making the print of the image that the customer wants is also acoustically transparent. That means that when the screen is exactly in this configuration, completely closed, you can play music and magic happens because people will say, hey, guys, from where is music coming out? Well, behind the screen. So that's a very cool and very successful solution from Screen Research that I want you to be aware of if you have not already spec'd some of these screens. By the way, I take this opportunity to tell you also some new things about Screen Research. We have got a PVA certification, which is from the Professional Video Alliance. Now, you know the Screen Research is one of the leading manufacturers, and because we want to continue to be one of the leading manufacturers of projection screens, beside our THX and ISF certification, now we have our main fabrics also PVA. And we are the first manufacturer of projection screens that get that certification. So you guys know that you are with the best partner you can be for projection screens. Thank you. Hi, Maximilian Ram from Screen Research. Wanted to tell you one good thing about a message we are transmitting, we are giving during this show here at ISE. Is some of you might not be aware about that, but our company in these past 3 years have made some significant investment to improve our facilities and be ready to take more screen orders and increase the volume, so support our growth that we are having in the best way also for the future. So we have made some serious significant investments. For example, in these past 3 years we have had a new plotter machine, we have had a new welding machine, we have bought a CNC milling center, so that gives us a lot of flexibility. Why? Because we can cut ourselves some of the metal parts, especially for some custom products. We don't need to send that out to a third party and wait extra time for that, so we have this flexibility. Luckily we are in a growing trend, so, and thank you, right? We have had to extend our warehousing area because we have more components and we are manufacturing more screens. Then also we bought a 3D printer machine that allows us to do ourselves some prototyping of components, so that we can test ourselves when we are, for example, looking into a new bracket or new parts to close a casing, for example, on a motorized screen. These are all things we are designing ourselves. We are making our prototype components. We test them, and that allows us to be also much quicker on the research and development of new solutions. And finally, looking into the future, we are increasing size of our motorized screens, and therefore we have a new section in the factory where, especially for testing the motorized screens. So these all investment has happened in these past 3 years. So while some are struggling, we are financially in very good health and investing. That means you guys have bet on the right horse if you are with Screen Research. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Tom van Lierde. Together with my brother, we started Luhk-ee 3 years ago now. And what makes our brand unique is that we unify the whole wall. We bring the same finish and the same level of quality for all products. We've got products for Lutron. We're working on some other brands which are soon to be released. So we've got controls, as in keypads. We've got receptacles, wayfinding, nightlight, hospitality products. We've got table stands, and they all come together to make the project look high-end as the finishes that we bring.
Hi, I'm Tom from Pulse Cinemas, and I'm on the Luhk-ee stand at ISE 2023. A very new brand for us at Pulse, but really excited one that we're here to talk about is faceplates for Pico keypads. So beautifully designed finishes, metal finishes for basically making your Pico keypad look a million times better. So beautiful, real weight to them. These are solid metal finishes. Various different finishes and custom sizes available. Custom engravings with your dual keypad one, a single keypad. But what this allows you to do is you can specify in situations where you can't run cables to using a Lutron Homework system. You can use Right2 Select. You can use Homeworks Wireless. Put your Pico keypads in, but you can have beautiful bespoke finishes and icons as well. Hi, I'm Tom from Pulse Cinemas, and I'm here at ISE 2023. I'm at the Alcons stand, and I'm with Walter from Alcons Audio, and just want a quick intro as to what makes Alcons unique and what makes it so good.
Thank you. I design home theaters, I design audiovisual systems, so it's all the way from studios to luxury high-end residentials. And what I love about Alcons are a few very specific attributes that make it so unique. So first of all, we look at this guy. So this is very unique in the marketplace. It's called the Pro Ribbon driver. So it's ribbon based. It's similar to an AMD. It basically strikes to combine the benefits of what you would expect from a soft dome, so the delicacy, and with the dynamic headroom and impact of a horn-loaded compression driver design without the implications that go with that. So no breakup nodes. It's the impulse response. So we not just look at the frequency response. The impulse response is very unique. It's very fast. And what makes Alcons in this space very stand out so much is that we actually have a patented way to control the dispersion pattern on those speakers. So when you usually apply something like an AMD driver or any kind of ribbon-based driver, you compromise, especially in the vertical plane. So the vertical this dispersion is quite limited. With this unique design, you actually get up to 120 degrees of honest dispersion that can be measured up to 20 kilohertz. So this is incomparable to any other speaker brand in the market.
Brilliant.
And it also allows me as a designer of rooms placement flexibility, perfect coverage of multiple rows of seating. And if you tune a system and optimize a system, it becomes really relevant that the seat-to-seat variation is quite limited, so that you get similar output at all the seats.
So brilliant. So basic points are the best audio system on the market.
Full stop.
Job done.